I like the use of black and white. It's very moody and in part enigmatic, which is what I think the filmmaker is trying to portray. Moreover, I like this story. I like how the story is told in a series of images. Again, adding to the enigma of the filmmaker, but also the characters. It's kind of using just the visuals without the excess of dialogue or music. So that was very well done. I think this is a very unique form of storytelling. I must say that I like the simplicity of it. I think it's very effective. I also like the subtitles and how they're placed and not said. Again, a very creative narration method.
Old film like footage, like a collection of old home movies is what it made me feel like. But in the POV of a day in the life of someone, so we're just seeing how they're experiencing life and moments where maybe watching the view of their feet as they're walking or seeing what they're seeing as they're moving through the city. It's kind of really interesting way, the way it kind of jump cuts through the same image, almost giving it a feeling of like when you look at old film in a camera, it cuts in that way because of the age and the degradation of the film. And I feel like they cut it in a way to make it to have that nostalgic feeling. But yeah, it gave me the feeling of nostalgia.
This is a stop motion photography told story where we are given images of someone who seems to be, narrating their own letter, so to speak. It's a different take on reading a letter that someone had wrote to them and getting a visual paired within that. So we kind of get the story of this person who is essentially taking the day to walk down memory lane and having this letter and having this sense of closure due to the loss of friendship, this language barrier, a moment of grieving loss of something that you wanted. And I think it ends on such a beautiful note in the, of course, I miss you aspect of it all. Trying to work towards something and not have it go the way that you expect it to be. Um, Life sometimes works that way, and you kind of get to see this expressionism of this particular hard thing that sometimes we inevitably have to go through when we become estranged to one another.
And I loved how the filmmaker used slowed frames to do this, because you could, at first it seems like they're pictures, but then you're realizing it when the letter of the poem says it's slow-mo, it kind of comes together. There's still little frames that have been slowed down, like instead of 24 seconds per frame, it's slowing the frame down and stretching it out, and you're watching it and it makes it even sweeter, because the way it is you could feel the devotion in the words and in the images, with the clip clop of the feet as it showed up close of shoes, and then it played passages of time. It was something that was really different to watch, but it was captivating. It's one of those things where you can see the devotion that this guy has going back and forth and not able to retrace steps. Even seeing love, like it's almost like love transcends a language barrier.
Everything we see is shown in stills, and our story is given to us throughout as writing, as a letter to Jacqueline. And what I like about it is it gives off the vibe that these were pictures that were taken. It kind of has a scrapbook kind of feel to it. That these were pictures taken of their adventures together, and a collage was made of these pictures to try to form a story out of it. And I feel like that's really unique.
I really enjoyed the usage of Polaroids and basically these messages that pop up on the along with the Polaroids, the lyrics. They were pretty nice, pretty interesting, deep and moving. And the idea to indeed shoot these shorts using just photos was very engaging and quite original as well.